Well, I am surprised that this has not happened sooner. Jermaine Diamond K in here, of course, the Diamond K Show on Fire Television. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Bone Thugs and Harmony and longtime rival 3-6 Mafia had a versus battle last night. And we know we got some firsts there. Obviously, there has been tension between these two groups. I'm going to say legendary groups. They've had some big records. So, 3-6 Mafia and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Over the years in the 90s, these two groups were at each other's throats. I mean, there were a lot of subliminals. Let me say that. A lot of subliminals. Similarities, I suppose. Both groups from the Midwest. And Bizzy Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony took the stage with, obviously, the group. You have the versus battle, Memphis Crew, 3-6 Mafia. And for a second, this thing turns into a real battle. So there's back and forth. There's a lot of aggressive energy. Bizzy, however, took things to another level, calling them ugly, right, and saying that he was not going to be mocked while he was on stage. And Juicy J tells him or invites him to his manhood, right? Things escalate from there. There's a bottle or something thrown in the direction of 3-6, and that quickly escalates into at least a few seconds of a full-on fight on stage in front of the people live and the people watching at home. Crazy. Few seconds of this. The first fight, as I said, surprisingly, there have been some versus battles that were very, let me say, there was a lot of aggressive energy in the air. Gucci Mane and Jeezy comes to mind. The Dipset Locks battle comes to mind as times where things were really heated, but did not get to the level of a full-on fight. So we've had months of live in-person versus battles, and this is the first time that happens. But you a hater, Bizzy Bone. You a hater, Gangsta Boo said from 3-6 Mafia. Before security eventually pulls the two groups apart. Now, Bizzy Bone initially did not return to stage with Bone Thugs, but he eventually came back to apologize, which I was glad happened on stage. Glad that it happened the same way that the fight and the whole ruckus took place in front of everybody. He said that I want to apologize to everybody out there on both sides. Bizzy Bone said, I'm not trying to F this up. Pardon me. Let's keep the party rolling, he said. Bizzy has definitely been one of the more controversial members of the Bone Thugs and Harmony crew, the Cleveland rap group. The fight didn't end up being the only surprise that happened last night. Later, 3-6 Mafia brought out Terrence Howard to help perform It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. Definitely was a surprise. Loved that. Of course, from the Hustle and Flow movie. Later, 3-6 also played Juicy J's verse on Katy Perry's Dark Horse. I'm sure that's going to be the only appearance that Katy Perry is going to make on the versus stage. Bone Thugs, for their part, brought the song or played the song by Mariah Carey, their collabo with her, Breakdown. Juicy also, after the versus battle, Juicy J dropped his new single, Pop That Trunk, with Wiz Khalifa off their upcoming joint album. which is set to drop in 2022. So all in all, I mean, these things tend to become emotional and like I said, aggressive. And we love that. That's hip hop. Hip hop is aggression. And I'm just glad that nobody got hurt. And the whole thing went over. Was it ghetto? Yes, it was mad ghetto, but that's hip hop sometimes. Sometimes that is hip hop, and that's fine. To me, the main thing is that these groups were able to take the stage and get some of that energy off their chest. It was good to see these guys. Swizz Beatz was pretty outspoken and naturally upset. He went about tweeting that if artists start late, they're going to get paid late. A lot of artists start late during the verses. And he also alluded to the fact that they were being charged more than some non-black venues to perform. And that is, probably something that does happen. But at the end of the day, they got to work it out. The winners are the fans when we have these type of performances. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok at The Diamond K Show. Of course, The Diamond K Show is an on-fire television production. And we talk about the latest trending news stories of the day with original reporting from across this country. I am always here in the studios. So 8 a.m., 8 p.m. In addition to that, we drop content throughout the day as news happens. What's going on? It's your man, Diamond K, here to tell you about the Black Market Baltimore, which is a black business showcase. It's the holiday season, so you know what it is, the Christmas edition. Join us as we celebrate community and support local black-owned businesses. Saturday, December the 11th, 2021, from 5 to 9 p.m., 2501 Putty Hill Avenue, number 2301 in Parkville. It's the Black Market Baltimore Black Business Showcase, hosted by Fathom Got the Juice, with music by DJ Lil Mike. For more information, visit them on Instagram at Black Market Baltimore. Of course, you got to come out. The Black Market Baltimore Black Business Showcase. Be there.